So this is how I made my kar98k out of cardboard. To everyone coming from my TikTok, hi. And if not, thanks for clicking this video. Okay, so it has a safety, which doesn't work, but it does have a functioning bolt. It also has a slot for speed loading, but I didn't make any bullets. This is my first tutorial video, so I apologize for any bad filming or pacing. Before you get started, find some good references. Make sure you know what you want to include. Next, draw it out full scale on paper. Then cut it out and draw around it on cardboard. Before you cut out the cardboard, make sure you're cutting out the base. In this case, it should look like this. Now we're going to add the edge. The part where the bolt lies should be lower down, like this. Now cut out another panel, but cut out the area where the bolt will rest. Then glue it on and add the piece you cut out lower down. It should look like this. Roll up a tube and make sure it fits in the top. Make a short paper tube that the long one fits into. Roll another tube and cut it into smaller pieces for the both. Carve a thicker tube into a sphere and add that at the end. It needs to be strong, so use a lot of glue. Cut a paper tube that fits loosely on the bolt. Add 2 thin strips on each side. Glue a small, thicker tube onto the back of the bolt. Now we can add the safety to it. Before you do, cut out 2 circles in the base, then glue new ones on. This is just for decoration. The safety attaches to a small tube running through 2 slightly bigger tubes. It'll sit right here on the back of the bolt. This piece should be able to move fairly smoothly. The safety is probably quite flimsy, so be careful. Next, glue on a rounded piece over here. This is how it should look so far. Glue 2 small pieces over this paper tube here. Add something that looks like this beside the mag well. This is what the other side should look like. Next, add 2 tubes, go into the end of the wooden bit. They should overlap slightly. Cut this weird shape down the middle. This is for the rear iron sight, which will go here. Now glue the 2 halves to a flattened strip of cardboard. I forgot to record, but try to roughly recreate this. Then glue it on. Remember the slot you made next to the mag well? Well, that's where the speed loader sits. Now add a cardboard tube to the top of the end bit, and glue a rounded piece of cardboard but below it. The strip should cover about half of the tube. Next, cut a strip out of the U-shaped bit, and replace it with another strip. Glue 2 strips here. They should go all the way round. Do the same circle things on the other side. Glue an oval shape on the end of the barrel. Roll 2 tubes, this will go onto the end. Add a thin strip below the long tube, also at the front iron sight. This bit's tricky, but try your best to make a trigger guard. Make sure to follow the references. This is how mine looked. It'll go on just here. Cover the sides with thin card to make it look nicer. This is where it ended up. Make a wee trigger. Make sure there's enough space for your finger, so it doesn't touch the trigger in the trigger guard. I also made a nicer sphere for the bolt. This one was bigger and a lot smoother. I coated it with glue to stop it from falling apart. Look how much nicer that looks. Cut out this shape and glue it on just here. Now for the bullet release, just use 2 strips of cardboard. And that's it. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I made this because I couldn't find any tutorials for a simple kar98k. So I hope I managed to supply just that. This took 2 days, so feel free to work at your own pace. I didn't make a tutorial for my M13, but I hope this makes up for that. I hope to see you in my next tutorial. Died.